So, it's like crypto is not a sport, you know? It's like you're looking at those green candles and you're like, hey, bud, let's party. And yes, I did watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High this weekend because I'm an old man and I do shit like that. Guys, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. We're here to talk about Terra Luna Classic and what is going on in the market so that you guys are informed and know exactly what's happening. Let's kick it off. Again, hit that like button. Did you hit the like button? And also hit the like button. All right, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for the people that have, by the way. I give you secret details on new launches that are coming out, things like that in the private chat, but you only do that if you're a member. The membership is $4.99 a month. There are donation levels if you want to do $9.99. If you support me, up to $99.99 a month. And I do have a few people who are doing that, so I appreciate you guys as well. Every day I'm giving away $50 at terracasino.io. So if you subscribe to my live stream every morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, then you can get in on it too. Put your username in the comment section. I draw a winner every day and we give you $50. And this is where you go for all your risk-based gaming. Football season is here. Basketball season just getting really, really close to popping off as well. I think they're playing football, soccer, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The one where they kick with the kicking and just the kicking. Just kicking. You know, that one. Anyway, you can check that out if you want to as well. If you're trading meme coins, you want to trade utility coins. Also, don't forget, I will be on September 12th co-hosting an event for Terra Luna Classic where we're going to be talking about, we're doing a Q&A, we're going to be answering all kinds of questions about the future of Terra Luna Classic, and I'll be there in promotion with terrapump.fun. If you're trading meme coins, utility coins, terraport.finance is your place to go. If you're creating meme coins, terrapump.fun is your place to go. Okay, so I want to talk about a quick article here. It says USTC $1 Repeg. How will Terra Luna Classic's trick work? The new CMM module intends to leverage Binance's smart chain rising bot-generated trading volumes to reboot USTC. Okay, so this is Leonardo. We know him, we follow him, we love him. So the conversation is this. For this mechanism to work out in USTC's highly anticipated $1 repeg, the 100-day conversion window starts at a 1-to-1 rate, increasing by 1% a day to 2 UST versus 1 USTR. The referral incentives to migrate on-chain liquidity are combined on a play on Sushi Swap's vampire attack, enticing at competitors' users from a similar platform. So basically, guys, that's a bunch of to me. The collateralized market maker integrates a 50-50 monetary policy. This enables 50% of the emissions to cover the staking rewards of USTR and UST1 holders, while the other 50% is burned in USTR and DISP tokens, solidifying the revamped USTC stablecoin cross-chain liquidity once the $1 repeg is restored. On the flip side, Ceramic's plan to repeg USTC involves a lot of bot activity via the Binance Smart Chain, needed to enhance collateral generation as Lunk's chain activity has fallen sharply over the past few years. Now, that doesn't help in terms of burning Terra Luna Classic, doesn't help, but it does create a repeg opportunity for USTC, and it will happen on a different chain. Now, the question really would be, how do we migrate that onto the Terra Luna Classic chain? And right now, because of the lack of smart contract that Ceramic is doing here, over here, I guess that's going to be an obstacle. So, this is an interesting take right here. I'm not sure that this is going to work or happen, but these guys seem to think that it'll happen. And listen, if anything moves USTC back towards $1 and it really gets some traction, then that's certainly not a bad thing. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll see when the community starts to come together to bear this out. Otherwise, Ceramic's just doing this on his own, figuring out what he can based on his clay project. So we'll see what happens over there. Screwed up my entire watch list because I'm an idiot, but we'll see what happens. We'll look at the top gainers. We'll look at the trending tokens. We'll look at what's moving, and we'll put it back together in the next day or two. But so far in our pairings, you've got pairing stuff. So you've got some increase in USTC to Lunk and Terra to Lunk and Juris to Lunk. So you've got some price appreciation there, but it takes price appreciation from the overall market. And we do have some price appreciation. We're on a green candle today, but it's very limited. We'll get to that in just a moment. No big swap out here in validators, except we are losing a little bit up near the top. It doesn't look like it's still negligible amount, so I don't think that there's anything to it, but some of them are coming out and then some of them are getting a little bit more So we'll see what happens there. Greenpeace has picked up 5 billion though, so that's moving him up quite a bit. Influence is continuing to increase over there. Now, we've kind of mocked and joked about Greenpeace because he was wrong about Juris and stuff like that. But I mean, anybody who's good for the chain, anybody who is actually good for the chain, not specific projects, but good for the chain overall, I don't care. Let them build, let them do whatever it is that they're going to do. So we wish them the best. Hopefully, it's going to be something. Now, back to price action. Let's check it out. So what we've got, 2 of 3 candles right now on a good day. So we're looking in the positive to get back up to the top of this range right here, which would be 62 to 63, which, that's just exactly where I expect that we're going to be because of this little volume node right here, because of all the action. Like, we're really kind of in that action zone at the moment. So looking to see a break above on this one. We're 3 days away from the next big Binance burn. So all signals are indicating a move back to the top side. Problem with that, of course, is that, we've broken out 2 times so far into the 7 category here, 7,200. And, we're looking for that third as a breakout mechanism, and it just hasn't felt like it yet. So, I do think that it's still coming. I do think that we're going to see something big break out. But, we do have to look at the data, and the data tells us right now that, we don't have a lot of volume. We're not trending very well. But the other thing is, look around the market, okay? You see, today is an update. We're up 2%. You start to look around. You see that a lot of different projects are up about 2% on the day. So we're moving with the market. Now, the breakout candidates here, we've got CFX, Conflux, which I'm a very big fan of, is up 10% on the day. But listen, it was at 50 cents not that long ago. So being at 18, 19 cents is not a big thing. But it is the only open public blockchain in China. Also, Crow is now up 44% to 37 cents. It's filling out the candle. That candle, I said, listen, I told you that at 20 cents, I'm now nervous because we had that big candle move. But for the next couple days, guess what? We continue to get these big candles. Look at this. Perfectly called the rejection, but it didn't come back down. When you look at it right here, what I mean is we went to 30 cents yesterday and then, kind of broke back down. And then today's candle, we just kind of ripped our way back up and continue on. So if I look at it on the hourly, like, we called this thing absolutely perfect from that context, and we're building towards this next one to 40 cents. I don't know how we go up above 40 cents. To be fair, like, I don't know that I'm still, what happened with Crow is basically, I'm not bullish enough on it for anything. But the point is, we're at 45% on that. But again, go down the list here, and everything else is just kind of meandering up a little bit. So other than this single breakout candidate, we're not really breaking out overall. Now, you can make an argument that Solana, because Solana continues to rip here. So we are witnessing the beginning of what, is altcoin season. It's clearly altcoin season. We're getting total DeFi starting to rise, starting to move. We had this bottom out over at 120 billion. We're now up to 127 billion. But money is going to start flowing into this market very, very soon. It really is. All of the indicators are flashing that this is the next big move, right? We're seeing it play out massively. So there's another big move coming. But again, the market is being manipulated. You know what they're doing right now. They're trying to trap people in. They're trying to scalp people for liquidity. And, but that usually means when you look at it in the longer time frame, they're just moving it up and down in order to get ready for that next level, right? That next level right now, the resistance right there at around 3.93 trillion in market cap, but we're going so much higher. Again, I'm going to put this up here one more time. I know it probably just drives you out of your mind, but you know what? It's important that we look at it. And what we see here is what I tell you is going to happen, by the way. I told you we're going to get a massive dip here. When we get this massive dip here, it's about the reversal, right? So we got a massive dump coming. It is coming, by the way. But look at what's happening right now. We're back up. The market, the money flow, everything is continuing on its way up. Now, what does that mean? Well, you got to move this, by the way. For those of you that are paying attention to it from this context, you got to move these. They're not going to match up, by the way. So, when I'm doing this, I'm just giving you perspective, if you will. We got so much further to go in this market right now that it's crazy, okay? If we just match up where we were at one point with where we are right now, and we look at it from this context and we put, this is kind of where we are, this is where the market says we are, like, we got a lot of money getting ready to come into this market. And by the way, it can get so much higher. This takes us into about the middle of October. This is where the dip. It looks like we're about to have an immense blow off on altcoins. It really does. And then it looks like we're going to have that double move. Like I told you guys before, I was nervous about it. I've told you I'm nervous about it because we had this little trend line going down. But guess what? It's breaking out above, and we've confirmed it as an above breakout. So that means that we're going to continue to add liquidity into the market. So it's reason for you right now to be pretty excited. Now, I don't know how high Luna Classic is going to go. Prediction is just, we're just no matter what I say, I'm just guessing to begin with. Market sentiment, all those kind of things, they are going to matter. So, I can't tell you that we're going to break out and we're going to go absolutely parabolic, but we are going to have some serious gains right here. And I'm certainly hoping that it applies to Luna Classic as we get through the risk assets and we start to find new potential breakout candidates. Then I think things like OM are going to be discovered again because it was at $10. It's at 23 cents right now. Terra Luna Classic is going back to $1. To be honest, guys, I don't think so. I think 0.0027 is still my target. That's about a 40x from where we are right now. Okay, so that's the best that I can give you as a guess. But I think that's significant. So, we'll see what happens. But again, I think money is going to start flowing and continuing to flow. Also, yesterday we ended up with 110 million in burns. Today, in fact, we have 77 million in burn. So we might see another 100 million burn day. Overall, 193 million, just sitting really, really tight. I told you guys we were not doing very good when it came down to burns in the last couple of days. And this was indicative of that right there. So, but again, we got Binance doing their burn pretty soon. We're reducing the supply. That's the important part. We're reducing the supply. It's not nearly as fast as we want it to be, of course. Nothing can be that fast, but we're up in volume a little bit on the day. We'll see if it maintains. We're up in volume on Lunk. That's what matters. Now, on USTC, we're still down. So that news about a repeg and stuff like that really hasn't taken flight yet. At best, you could say, maybe you can make the argument that people are finding out about the potential for the repeg, because when we look at the chart right there, you see every once in a while you're getting that little flare up. But just for me, I don't think that's really accurate. I don't think that's, I think that this is just a normal market cycle of people just trying to trap people in, okay? Until I see a break above these trend lines, then there's no reason to get excited about USTC. We see a break up here above 15, 16 cents, or 1.5 to 1.6 cents. We see a break above and then a break back down, and we touch this line right here. Yeah, I would go all in because there's the potential there for a breakout. Doesn't mean that we would break out, but it means that there's a potential for that breakout. So that's your update. That's what's going on in the markets. So you guys have a good day. It's not financial advice. I'm always right. We'll talk to you again very, very soon.